Hey guys, right here I have a 2014 Audi A3 Sportback 1.4 TFSI SE. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here's the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. If you press and hold on the unlock button, you're able to roll down all four windows simultaneously, and to roll them back up together, just press and hold on the lock button. This A3 does have a 6-speed manual transmission. And to start the car, insert the key into the slot right here. Put your foot on the clutch and then just twist the key. The third generation Audi A3 comes with an electromechanical rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the A3 SE is a leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. The A3 paired with the 1.4 TFSI engine can be had with a choice of two transmissions. The first choice is a 6-speed manual as seen in this A3, and the second choice is a 7-speed tronic dual-clutch transmission. To engage reverse for the manual transmission, push the gear lever down all the way to the left and up. This car has been fitted with the optional rear parking sensors that automatically activates when the reverse gear is engaged. Safety features standard on the A3 SE includes 7 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, adaptive brake lights, anti-skid regulation, electronic differential lock, electronic stability control, secondary collision brake assist, tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the front passenger seat and the outer rear seats. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The A3 SE does come standard with a set of 16-inch 10-spoke design alloy rims. The rims on this car are wrapped in Continental Conti Premium Contact 5 205/55 R16 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and solid discs out back. The suspension comprises of McPherson struts in front and a multi-link rear setup. The A3 is Audi's C-segment competitor that has been on sale since 1996, and 3 generations have been produced so far. The latest 3rd generation A3, also known as the Type 8V or the Mark III A3, was unveiled at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show. Like the previous 2 generations, the latest A3 is also related to other VW Group products within the same segment. For the latest A3, it is related to the Mark 7 VW Golf, the Mark III Seat Leon, and the Mark III Skoda Octavia, all of which are built on the MQB platform. The latest A3 is also the one with the most body styles available compared to its predecessors. In addition to the usual 3 and 5-door hatchbacks, the latter is sold as a Sportback. The Mark III A3 is also available as a 2-door cabriolet or a 4-door saloon. All 4 body styles gets a range of engines and transmission choices, with the S3 model sitting at the top of the range for all but the Sportback body style. The Sportback body style also gets the G-Tron compressed natural gas model, the E-Tron plug-in hybrid model, and the range-topping RS3 hot hatch model. Certain variants are available with Audi's famous Quattro all-wheel drive system. This A3 gets a 1.4 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline-4 engine with variable valve timing and direct injection. This engine produces 123 horsepower between 5,000 and 6,000 RPM and 200 Nm of torque between 1,400 and 4,000 RPM. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is achieved in 9.4 seconds, and the top speed is 128 miles per hour or 206 kilometers per hour. With a 50-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the A3 1.4 TFSI 125 manual is 55.4 miles per gallon or 5.1 litres per 100 kilometers. Carbon dioxide emissions is 117 grams per kilometer, and the A3 is front-wheel drive. The third generation A3 made its UK debut in September 2012 with the 3-door hatchback body style available at first. The A3 Sportback and the A3 Saloon made its UK debut in 2013, while the A3 Cabriolet went on sale in April 2014. The A3 Sportback e-tron and the RS3 Sportback was launched in the first half of 2015. For the S3, both hatchback body styles were available from 2013 onwards, while the Saloon and Cabriolet body styles were available from 2014 onwards. A full list of A3 Sportback variants available in the UK will be listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of this A3 Sportback SE includes manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, halogen daytime running lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, LED indicators on the side mirrors, LED rear number plate lights, dual exhausts, and body-colored door handles and side mirrors. Right down here you do have a speaker together with your bottle holder and some storage. And right up here you do have your mirror controls, window controls, all of them are fully automatic in both ways. And you do have your electronic child lock for the rear doors as well. And right up here you do have your central locking buttons. To the right of your headlight switch, you have the knob to adjust the level of your headlight, as well as a knob to adjust the brightness of the interior at night. The driver's seat in this A3 SE just comes standard with full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back. This lever controls your seat height, and that lever down there controls your seat position. You also do have a bit of storage underneath the driver's seat. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. This A3 has been specified with the optional dual-zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located right down here. It is quite simple to use. You do have your fan speed in the middle, front and rear defrost, recirculation, different modes, your driver's side temperature with your air conditioning button, and your passenger side temperature with your automatic button. The fan speed knob also acts as an off button. This car has been specified with the technology package that brings to the A3 a hard disk drive-based MMI Satellite Navigation Plus head unit that features a 7-inch high-resolution electrically extending color display, various media connectivity options, and navigation. Sound is provided by the standard 8-speaker setup that puts out 80 watts of power. I must say, for stock sound system, the speakers in the A3 does sound quite good. The 7-inch screen right above is actually controlled using your set of controls right down here. You do have this knob in the center that scrolls to the left, scrolls to the right, clicks down for enter, and you also do have a touch sensitive pad right above. You do have 4 shortcut buttons that each correspond to the 4 quadrants on the screen. You do have your menu and back buttons, as well as 2 toggle switches. The one on the left, if you flick up, you go to your navigation, flick down to go to your telephone. The one on the right, flick up to go to your radio, and flick down to go to your media. For now, we are in your main Bluetooth audio streaming menu. You do have your current song playing information with your title, artist, album, song duration, and an album art right here if present. Now, to go to your different sources, hit this button right here. And you can select your various media connectivity options. You do have jukebox, SD card input, DVD CD player, Audi music interface which brings USB and auxiliary, Bluetooth audio streaming, and all that. Jukebox is basically the car allowing you to store music on it. There's a flash drive, I believe about 10 gigabytes of it, and you can import music into that flash drive so you don't have to carry your music player around all the time. If you want to go to settings, hit this button right down here. In settings, you can access your sound system settings with your dynamic volume, balance and fader, bass treble, your different system volumes with your telephone, voice control, announcements, and all that. You can also access your input level adjustments, your Bluetooth settings, fill or delete the music on your jukebox, and that's about it for your this menu. To go back to the main menu at any time, just hit menu right here. And right here we are in your main menu. Next up we do have radio, and in radio you can access your FM, AM, DAB digital radio, and also perform your usual radio options such as manual tuning and looking at your list of available radio stations in the area. You can access your tone menu from this from the main menu as well, And we do have navigation right here. This is your map screen. If you click the knob down, you enter your interactive map. Use the touchpad right above. To scroll around the map so you can pinpoint your desired area. Just hit back to go back to your regular map. Use the knob, scrolling it left and right. You can zoom in and out. And again, you do have 4 submenus. Like I said, corresponding to the 4 shortcut buttons. So for the top left, we do have tour. And in tour, you can set your different destinations, and the car will guide you to your different destinations that you set. Next up, we do have destination. And in destination, you can enter your destination via an address, your previous destinations, points of interest, directory, favorites, and picture destinations. Basically, you can input pictures to your online My Audi account, and the pictures will be transmitted to this system, and you can guide the car towards that particular destination just by clicking on that picture. And obviously you can start the guidance by this section. In settings, we have your route criteria, map colors, your map views, additional information, voice guidance settings and all that. If you hit the top right button, you access your traffic information. And that's about it. In telephone, right here you do have your main Bluetooth telephone menu. If you do have a call active, the top left button ends the call. The bottom left button accesses your mailbox, and the bottom right button you can access your Bluetooth telephone settings. But for the main Bluetooth telephone menu, you do have your call list, your phone book, favorite numbers, and you can enter a number as well. In this menu, you can use the touchpad right above to enter your desired number.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
As simple as that. You can use the touchpad, swipe it to the left,
delete, 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 delete,
to delete the unwanted number.
delete,
Right here you do have your various vehicle options, vehicle settings, setting the favorite button on the steering wheel, what you want it to go to, your central locking options, your automatic locking when driving off, your driver assist settings, your parking sensors, speed warning, your air conditioning options, and your service menu with your tire pressure monitoring system, service intervals, chassis number, and the number of keys assigned to the car. Also, at any time within this menu, if you hit the top right button, you can access your owner's handbook if there is one present on the system. Now, back to the main menu, you do have two menus right above. So hit the top left button to access your time settings, your time source, you can manually input the time or via GPS, your time zone, format, and whatnot. Hit the top right button to access your MMI setup with your language, units, your voice control settings, brightness, resetting the system back to factory settings, perform a system update, and all that. And that's about it for the system. Also, if I forgot to mention just now, you do have your volume and power knob right here. Circular aircon vents. Use the ring around the aircon vent itself to shut it off if you do not want air coming out. And down below, right here, you have the button to turn off your auto start stop system. But if you do have this auto start stop system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop, such as a traffic light or a traffic jam, so you can save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. Right here, you can turn off your traction control, and this button, you can retract the screen back into the dashboard if you did not want it jutting out like that. Electronic central locking. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your audio controls, with the wheel controlling the volume, if you click the wheel down, it mutes the system. This button is your favorite button, and as shown earlier, you can configure this button via the MMI screen. Right now, it is configured to whether your voice guidance for the navigation is active or inactive. This button brings up your navigation information.
Route guidance is not active.
And this button activates your voice control. Help!
Please choose one of the following top hits. All media commands. Commands for selecting the source. Commands for the iPod.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Now if you hit the voice control button and you do not know what to say, just ask for help and the system will walk you through your available commands. Now if you are in media, it will walk you through your media commands. If you are in navigation, it will walk you through your navigation commands, so on and so forth. The buttons on the left spoke control your multi-information display. Left and right goes through your different main menus. The wheel scrolls up and down, clicks down for enter, and the wheel goes through your different sub-menus. This button brings up the options for that sub-menu itself. Right now we do have your driving data with your average fuel consumption, elapsed time, range, and the date. You also do have your average speed, distance traveled, instant fuel consumption, and the same set of data just for trip 2. Hit the option button to bring up your options. You do have your onboard computer, your efficiency program, digital speedometer, reduced display, which turns off the display partially, hit the right button to go to your next menu, and right here we do have your audio menu. Hit the option button, brings up your source list. Right now we do have your Bluetooth telephone menu with your phone book. Again, hit the option button, brings up your you can access your phone book or your call list. And lastly, navigation. Right now navigation is currently inactive, so a compass is displayed right there, but if you do have your navigation active, you will be able to see your navigation commands right there. Right down there where it says off-road, you can scroll through your driving data as well. Hit the option button to bring up your navigation options with your compass, voice guidance, and home address. Within the driving data information section, right above, you do have your auto start stop system indicator, and down below you do have your mileage, trip meter, outside temperature, and that's about it. Ref counter to the left with your engine temperature, and your speedometer to the right with your fuel gauge. On the left stalk, you do have your indicator controls, and on the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it via this lever right here. Right down here, you do have a couple of cup holders, a bit of storage, and a power outlet. This car does have an electronic parking brake. It is located right here and it is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up. Adjustable center armrest, with storage down below, and your Audi music interface port right there. It is actually a port, so you can plug your cables in here. So on the other end of that cable can either be your USB auxiliary port and so on and so forth. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and your interior lights right above. Sun visor with a vanity mirror for the driver's side. And you do have a grip handle for the driver as well. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have a speaker down here with some storage and your window control. rear seats do fold, locate this lever, pull it, and flip the seat back down. It does fold flat all the way to the back, and it does fold 60-40. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. I do have a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. And as for legroom, I have about this much and about this much headroom, which is not too bad. You do have rear aircon vents, no rear center armrest for this one. Your rear light control, and you do have grip handles with hooks on the ceiling for both sides, and hooks on the B pillar for both sides as well. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad beneath the Audi badge. Boot space in the A3 Sportback measures 380 litres with the rear seat backs in place. Fold the rear seat backs down and remove the cargo cover to extend the boot space to 1220 litres. To the right of the boot, there is an LED light that illuminates the area and a storage space just below it that houses the vehicle's toolkit. There is also a hook to hang items on to the right of the boot, and underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tire and jack. A height adjustable boot floor is present as well, which is part of the SE's standard kit. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have a speaker down there together with a bottle holder and some storage, and your window control right up here. The front passenger seat in this A3 does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side. The glove box in this car is not that big, probably because there is the CD player as well as the SD card slot right in here. Grip handle for the front passenger, and the sun visor does have a vanity mirror for this side as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2014 Audi A3 Sportback 1.4 TFSI SE. Thanks for watching and goodbye.